my channel. Welcome back to Blogmas. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my fall and winter full face routine, an updated one. This is basically the foundation, no pun intended, for every makeup look you see on my channel, using the products that I'm loving right now and also the foundation that kind of goes with this season. I have different foundations that I like using in different seasons. So yeah, if you would like to see my full face routine for the fall and winter, please keep watching. Okay, so I've started with, let's bring you guys a little higher. I started with my eyebrows. That is always how I start these videos. Gosh, there's just so much gray hair. So I haven't used this Nars foundation in a while. For the summertime, I was using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation, but the more I used it, like, it's really thick and it gives you a really cakey look. But this Nars All Day Luminous foundation does not give you a cakey look because it has super full coverage and it's very lightweight. So this is what I'm going to be using this winter. Well, as we get into the winter, it's not winter yet, but I wanted to give you guys a routine of the current makeup that I've been doing. This is the consistency of it. It's very, very lightweight, and I apply foundation with my beauty blender. I like it because it gives you a flawless finish, and I don't know, it just blends very easily. I can use it to apply my concealer as well. So that's my preferred application. I used to use makeup brushes, but I don't know, I just really like using a sponge. So I'm gonna first apply it to half of my face so you guys can see the coverage that it gives. This is in the shade Tahoe, and I will put all the products that I'm using down below in the description bar as usual. Okay, so this is the side of my face without makeup, and this is the side with the foundation. Now, I don't have it built up as full as I would like, but I just wanted to kind of show you guys the coverage that you get. This is like pretty decent coverage for day to day. If I'm going to be filming videos or going out, I usually tend to wear a higher coverage, but for it to be so lightweight, it looks very skin-like, and that's why I like it. The foundations that I like, all of my favorites, tend to be very skin-like. The only one that isn't, surprise, surprise, is my drugstore foundation. Now, that is not to say that drugstore foundations can't be skin-like. The issue is that because I have a fair amount of hyperpigmentation and discoloring on my face, I like a very high coverage. And a lot of drugstore foundations that provide high coverage are very thick. I've yet to find one that's very lightweight. So that's why I really like this one, because it's lightweight. You can get the desired look you want without looking like a cake face. But that's not to be mean or anything, because, you know, sometimes I like looking like a cake face. And when I wear that L'Oreal one, it definitely gives me cake face vibes. But luckily, I just know how to apply foundation to get the desired coverage without putting like 3 layers on my whole face. So where I have more discoloration in my face, I will go in and just build the foundation to those targeted areas. So for me, that would be my chin and my cheeks. That is where I tend to break out. And if you've watched my skincare videos, you would know that if I break out, I'm getting a scar. It doesn't matter if I pick, touch, pop, leave alone. I could do nothing to that blemish and I'm gonna get a scar. That is just property of my skin. It is what it is. That's just me. So just wanted to also throw that out there. But this is like a good coverage for me. I don't know how many pumps of this I have used, but I can tell you that the pumps of this foundation, they are small. Okay. So I wanted to do the foundation in real time for you guys so you could see how much foundation I actually am putting on. I could probably put a little more on, but I don't want to get carried away. Next, I'm going to do my concealer. This is the Too Faced Super Coverage Concealer. This is currently my favorite concealer for high coverage. I also like the Nars Creamy Concealer. I like that for more of like work and church, but for something really high coverage for going out or filming videos, I really like this concealer. So I'm just going to blend that in with the other side of my sponge. And I don't always do this, but today I'm gonna take the foundation up to my eyelid, which I like doing if I'm not gonna wear makeup, just because it gives a smoother finish over my eye and it helps to look a little more uniform. So I wanted to do this video because you guys know I don't do too many makeup tutorials, and I know some of you guys are okay with that. Some people have straight out told me that they don't agree with that and they're unsubscribing. I totally understand that too. You know, I'm not here to make anybody subscribe or do anything they don't want to do, so I totally get that. But you know, over the past year, I'm focusing on things that make me happy and things that I truly care about. And doing makeup tutorials, one, is not something that I truly have a passion for. If you notice, I don't even wear too much eye makeup in my videos anymore, or when I go out. I'm just not really into it right now. That always changes. I have periods where I'm really into eye makeup, and then I have periods where I'm not. But also, you guys say you want tutorials, but then you don't watch them. And I always tell you guys that tutorials are the hardest videos to film. I could have 50 minutes of video footage from a tutorial that I have to scale down, I have to edit, I have to sometimes add music or something in. Basically, it just takes a really long time to film and edit. And if you guys don't watch them, it's almost like, what am I doing it for? I'm not the type of YouTuber who does things purely for views, but I think it's important to be able to recognize what your audience likes and what they don't like. And clearly from the numbers, you guys really don't care for the makeup videos like that. And that's totally fine with me. Every once in a while, I do want to do makeup videos if there's something in particular I want to share with you guys, or something like this, which is just a full face routine. But all in all, I don't really do many makeup tutorials. But I figured, in the spirit of Blogmas, which is what I'm calling this, I wanted to share my full face routine. So yeah, and the reason why I wanted to do this is because this changes kind of season to season. So as I said, how my makeup application changes, so do the products that I use and the way that I apply them. So right now I'm using my Hourglass Loose Translucent Powder. I think I like it just as much as I like my Laura Mercier one. I don't really see a difference. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, if you guys are going to put foundation on your eyelids, you need to set it, because it can crease. And I don't know about you guys, but I would prefer not to have creases under my makeup if I can prevent it. So definitely be sure to set all this eye area. But I actually set my entire face. So right now, I'm just doing that. And this is the Kat Von D powder brush. And I'm just dusting off the excess powder before I apply it to my face. And if you guys do watch my Get Ready With Me or my tutorials, you know that during this stage, when I'm applying my translucent powder, I tend to look very pasty and flat. I look like an egg. But our next step is gonna bring some life back to our face, which is what I live for. So this is pretty much a bare canvas. Now, depending on what I'm doing day to day, this is enough. Like I said, going to work, church, or anything like that where I tend to be a little more reserved and conservative, this will be okay. I would just throw on some mascara, but I'm showing you guys my full face routine, and this is the actual full face I do when I'm doing a real full face, minus the eyeshadow. So I'm going to take my favorite bronzer. This is the Guerlain Terracotta bronzer, and this is a MAC. Ooh, it's either a MAC 130 or 160 or 169, I'm not sure. And I'm just going to add some warmth to my cheekbones. This is going to help my face not look as flat. You see how this side looks more chiseled than this side. So I really love bronzer. You guys know that. I just think it helps to awaken your face, add some glow, make you look a little sun-kissed, which if you're like me, you're losing your color right now because it is no longer summer anymore. And I'm not spending time outside. So I like to put bronzer from like my temple right above, not above my ear, but like where my ear meets this little sideburn area down to about here. I also put it across the bridge of my nose. I think that helps you look sun-kissed because if you were to get a tan, that is where the sun would hit you. And I also do my jawline to camouflage my double chin. Basically, bronzer is going to add warmth and it is going to kind of mimic the look of a tan. So that is why I like it. Okay, next I'm going to put on blush, and the blush that I've been loving recently in the fall and as we transition into winter is my Nars Lovejoy. Now, for the spring and summer, I was obsessed with Angelica. It added such a cute pink pop of color. It wasn't too bright. It didn't look like it looked in the pan. But now that we are out of the hot weather and the seasons, I am more into kind of muted blush. So Nars Lovejoy is my favorite blush. This is probably the blush that I use the most out of all the blushes in my collection. And I'm just popping that on my cheeks. It does have a bit of shimmer. It looks a little, it gives you like a rosy neutral tone. I really like it. Okay, next I'm going to apply my mascara and my lashes. The mascara I'm using is the Lancome Monsieur Big, and the lashes are my Java Lashes in Finesse. I will link this website down below. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get them sit-ups right, sis. Big booty hoes. Okay, so I have applied my mascara and lashes. Now where is it? I put it in my makeup bag. The lash glue that I use that I would highly recommend is the Kiss Lash Adhesive. This is the one with aloe. I get this from Amazon. Well, that's where I got it most recently, but you can get it at Walgreens. I love this because this is the easiest lash glue to use for application. The Duo Lash Glue I would only recommend if you are like a makeup artist because it is very slippery. This gets very, very tacky easily, and you really want to wait until your lash band is very tacky before applying it to your eyes. I will leave my how to apply lashes video down below, but this lash glue is amazing. Now that I have my lashes on, I also want to say that once again, lashes, they're not something that I would wear to work or church. I like to be a little more conservative. This is only for filming or going out. I just don't think people need a full lash all the time. And when you have on a lot of makeup, overall, you tend to get a lot of attention. And I don't want people like, look at her eyes. So that's just a little tip. You can totally wear a lash to work or to church. I just don't do so. I tend to be a little conservative. You guys probably don't think so, but I am. So I'm gonna apply my mascara to my bottom lashes. Whew, okay, and I like to not look up too quickly because I have very little eye space, and so I don't want the mascara to get on my lower lashes. But the next thing I'm gonna do, I know this looks so weird because I'm not looking at the camera, I'm going to make my moles show. And I do this because when you have your moles showing, it looks like you have on less makeup than you really do. That's just a little tip that I use. Okay, just trying to let my mascara fully dry. Okay, now at this step you can apply a little bit of highlighter, and I think I will. Just want to look a little glowy because as the weather is changing, it's a lot harder to look like radiant. Looking radiant is like top priority. I can't find the highlighters that I really love, so we're gonna use a muted highlight, and this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the color Radiant Light. It's a very like natural highlight. It's not gonna be really pronounced, but sometimes that's okay. Gonna put it on the tops of my cheeks and on the tip of my nose, and this is the Sigma F35, the tapered highlighter brush. I really like this for highlighter application. I think it just works really nicely. Okay, and the last step will be the lipstick, and today I'm going to use Lady Danger. It is like an orangey red. Definitely not something that you would expect to be wearing in late fall / winter, but I don't know, I think it's good to do things that are kind of different, and this is an orange red. Take my hair clip out, and this is the finished look. So this is what my makeup looks like. It's very natural, but it's full coverage. That's kind of the vibe I go for. And this would be the full face that I do when I'm filming videos. So if you ever see makeup that you like and I don't have a get ready with me or a tutorial for it, these are the products that I'm using to get the complexion. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know it was probably very long and very chatty, but this is my version of Vlogmas, which I am calling Blogmas. And I kind of wanted to just give you guys some fun videos, some videos that are highly requested, and I don't know, just spend the whole month with you guys. So if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.